Again, ladies and gentlemen, this time we're going to find out what James has done with his chicken. He was going to spice it up because Chris here likes it a bit spicy. And as he discovered whilst he was out in the States. Was it in the States or one of your travels around the world that you discovered that, Chris?
More in the States than anywhere. I mean, we travel around and obviously have lots of cuisine. And, you know, the thing is, though, when we were competing, we were very conservative because we never wanted to get the local tummy or anything. So we would eat safe and drink safe as much as we could. Yeah, because there's nothing worse. You just can't perform when you're... No, if you're like at the Olympics, you know, you definitely don't go out the zone, don't do anything new or different. You just want to eat what you know you're comfortable with and... drink bottled water. Yeah, keep it nice and easy. Yeah, absolutely. What do you got? You got some rice cooking in here, Chef?
I've got some sugar.
Was just it. That was giving it. Do you want to give that a bit of a stir there? Yeah, I'll stir with
sugar and milk in that one.
Yeah, I'll stir that, mate.
I've done the onion.
Well.
Yeah.
Here is the base of the curry. So we're going to start with onions. We're then going to toast off our spices, some curry powder, some chilli flakes. In with our baby cauliflower, our tart here.
Yeah. Do you want to change that heat?
Not at all, because I don't want it to cook down too much. I'm now going to take it off the heat. That's brown sugar, butter, pecans, obviously our pineapple. Here I'm making a bit of pastry. We're going to finish it with some maple syrup. If I would have put that in at the beginning, there's a good chance the syrup, sugars would have burnt, it would have gone too dark, obviously, and then turned it bitter. Here's the pastry coming together now, and when it gets to a ball stage, which it's almost at...
Quantities, roughly?
200 grams of flour, 80 grams of butter, pinch of sugar in there as well, because there's a lot of sweetness going on. OK, now, pastries come together, we get some flour onto our worktop, just going to give that a little sprinkle, and then all we do is just dig down deep, get your hands right in there, and we just see how it's now coming together, OK? It's nice buttery pastry, not too much sugar.
Are you a pastry man, Chris?
Told you I'm a ding man.
He's a ding man. He might like it. Go on, let him have his first feel of pastry. We had a first kind of filleting fish.
Can I put this in here? That'll be all right.
Go on, have a little bit of a feel there. There you are.
So let's not be shy. Let's just make sure... No, first of all, Chris, give us your hands. Put your hands out. OK. Yes, they're quite cold. That's a sign of a good pastry chef, ladies and gentlemen. In with some flour. Give it a pat. Right, now, just give it a nice, a little bit of a knead. Let's not overwork it too much, just pull it together. That's brilliant. Now, in the meantime...
Nice?
Sorry,
it's great. Now, I used to for my mum, the Yorkshire pudding, the pastry. I used to do the cutouts.
That's it. It's the same thing. So roll out your pastry, Chris, and then what we can do is I'm going to grab some maple syrup now.
Yeah, go on.
Don't watch, OK.
It's all right. No, it's all right.
It's not supposed to stick to that, though. Are you supposed to put some stuff on there?
Yeah, we put a bit of flour on there. Well, you talked about your mum. What was food like growing up then?
Basic.
Yeah.
Meat and veg.
Really basic.
Yeah.
And it was in Nottingham, wasn't it?
Nottingham, yeah. But I used to make the mint sauce when I was a kid.
Ah,
yeah. We used to have our own mint sauce, and I was responsible for making that for the Sunday dinners. But we had mint sauce with everything on Sundays, whether it was chicken, lamb or beef.
With mint sauce?
Yeah, with mint sauce.
I think you better make a bit of mint sauce, mate. Make him feel at home.
Right. So this is coming together. If I can just... I've got to get this in the oven.
Yeah, you go.
So
Get me out of here.
Now, look, as you can see, Chris has started rolling this out. We're just going to flip the pastry up. Always make sure, you know, you've got enough flour to stop it from sticking. OK, now, this is a buttery pastry, and because we didn't rest it, because of time, obviously it will be a little bit softer. OK, so we're just going to carry on rolling again. And roughly, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to get it to the size of the pan. Let's take a quick look at the pan. Roughly, very roughly, look, just judge as much as you can and just get a rough shape that you know is going to fit your pan, even thickness. Roll the pastry back onto the pin, like so, and then in front of you, grab your pan. Now, maple syrup's just gone in there, remember. Not too sweet with the pastry, obviously, because there's a lot of sugar in the tart itself. And then we're just going to push down the outside.
But roughly, you do that quite casually. A lot of people will get concerned about that. That it has to be the perfect circumference. It's not important, is it?
Not at all. Couple of pricks with a knife, and this will stop it from puffing up too much. Into the oven, and that's going to take about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
OK, and there you go.
If you want.
Tart's ready.
You've got 10 minutes to go.
It's going to take 10 minutes. I've got it all completely wrong. It's 10 minutes, all right? Can you chop the chilies, please?
Yes. So, Chris, tell us, how did you and Jane first get together?
We obviously both come from Nottingham, and my coach at the time, I was Son's partner, without a partner, And Jane was without a partner. She was an old girl at the time to be a single skater.
Old girl.
She was all of 15, and it's too old.
Is it really?
Yeah. So she thought she'd try a hand at dancing. We went in one Thursday morning, about 6 a.m., and that was the beginning. And, you know, the coach, after a few days, asked, well, do you think you're going to carry on? And we said, oh, I don't know, we'll still give it a little longer yet to see if it's going to happen.
Was it fairly instant there? Was there a few signs that you would get on?
We still haven't agreed whether we're going to stay together yet or not.
So what about, Jane, what about the secret of dancing on ice? What makes it so special? Is it just your association, you and Chris, or is it something more?
I think it appeals to skating fans, it appeals to people who want to follow their favourite celebrity and to see how people can learn a new skill from nothing.
I think there's also that jeopardy, isn't there? Are they going to stay on the feet or on the backside?
And it's a dangerous sport, let's be honest, isn't it?
Well, we've had a lot of injuries in this last series. And, yeah, to begin with, until they've really mastered it and got used to the mechanics of how it all works, yeah, it can be a bit dangerous.
Sure, and I've got to take you down the bolero sort of route. What was the secret of that success? Because it was almost like you were acting on ice. It was the first time, because normally it's so technical, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what we do, we practice the heck out of something, and so that we don't have to think about the steps, and so it becomes an emotional moment, I think. And I think, you know, when was Bolero used in some movie? Well, it was our emotional moment.
Sure.
So I think that's what it was all
coming
down to.
I know, still doing it. We're dead proud. We're proud to have them, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Dead proud, yeah, absolutely.
James, could I just...
Slice away, be careful afterwards, don't touch your eyes or anything, that's devilishly hot. Chef, tell us what's going on here.
OK, first off, Chris is chopping up the chillies. We're going to take the chilli out with some honey, put it onto the chicken breast. Again, if I'd have put it in the oven straight away, parts of it would have burnt, and I don't want that. I want to really get that heat. I've toasted off some spices. I've used turmeric and a touch of cayenne pepper with some onion first of all, then toast them off, in with some green beans which have been chopped up, a pinch of salt, nothing too amazing, nothing too heavy on the seasoning side. Rice pudding, I'm just about to get a vanilla pod, actually, Ainsley. You've just reminded me.
OK.
That was the first thing I got on with sugar.
Beautiful.
We're going to put vanilla in there as well.
Any particular rice? Normally a short grain rice, Chef?
Obviously, normally pudding rice, but we can get away with it because of the starch content for this rice, and it's going to cook out in time. I mean, obviously, this rice usually takes about 12 minutes to cook, so we're halfway there with it, really.
OK.
So scrape the seeds, and then I'm going to put the whole pod in as well. OK, so they go